So you're welcome to this amazing episode of Deep Thoughts on TPC, and today we have an exciting topic to dig right into with my amazing guys. My guys. You guys are looking so happy. What's the reason for this happiness?
You should be sad. I don't get it.
Are you on set? Are you acting? You're sad. Okay, so my guys, please introduce yourself.
My name is Kingston.
And I'm Coco.
Coco.
Yeah.
Coco.
Is that your nickname or your actual name?
My nickname. It's none of your business.
So
What's your
name?
actual name?
Ella.
Ella.
Manuela.
So you have two nicknames.
No.
Ella is also a nickname now.
No, Ella is not a nickname.
Oh, that's your actual name.
Yes, my actual name.
And what's your surname?
Let's not degrade it to
Okay,
it. Really investigate.
I'm the topic of today.
Okay, so but really today we're going to be talking about the ups and downs of social media. Definitely quite an interesting topic, I must say.
Very.
Something that we don't get to talk about so often, but I mean we all are aware about the ups and downs of social media.
Am I the only one feeling like tearing right now?
I'm making you emotional.
Stop it.
And so yeah, what exactly do you consider social media to be?
Okay, I agree with him totally, and I also feel like social media is one way everybody has to communicate. Like people can physically communicate with others. That's one way to communicate. It's easy for people to communicate.
Yes, and someone can find wife on social media.
You can find the wife and literally do already on social media.
Crazy, really crazy. Okay, so I feel like many of us have had personal experiences. You know, about the ups and downs of social media.
Yeah.
So I've had mine, you probably have had yours.
Yeah.
So, but I'd love to hear what it sounds like. I don't know, you could talk about the upsides, the downsides, whichever.
I have something to say.
Okay.
In my university, a friend of mine,
Yeah.
he met this girl on Snapchat.
Mm.
And then for like 2 days they were talking. And then they met in the cafeteria. And then he texted her, hi, I can see you. And then she was like, I can see you too.
Oh my god.
Okay. They literally passed each other.
Jesus
like this.
is Lord.
And I was like,
Oh my God.
ever since I got the topic, so ups and downs,
Yeah.
I just thought about this thing. I'm like, okay, are people overusing the
medium?
The medium?
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
So I feel like there's a tendency for us to have less effective relationships
Yes,
because
there is.
of
There
the
is.
presence of social media. It's a good thing. Social media in itself is a beautiful thing, but I feel like because we've invested so much time, emotions, and energy into it, there's a tendency for us not to be very, very skillful with personal relationships. I've met persons. I know. I was in a wedding recently in Benin.
Wedding.
Yes, a
The
wedding.
wedding. Just I just talked about wedding now. You want to marry, or now you're talking about
God will do it for me. What God cannot do does not exist. You know, so I was in a wedding recently, and then the father of the bride came on to say that there's one thing he wants everybody to do for him, and that is that everybody should drop their phones because it's normal. The party, the reception, everybody's with their phones and present. And he said it as a joke, but he was like, "See, you can find your Mr. Right and your Mrs. Right here. So drop your phone, have more conversations with the person on the other side of the table. And as funny as it sounds, I feel like it's a thing for people to actually socialize, meet people, talk. Many of us are very skillful doing it on the internet. You can talk to anybody. You can even insult your father.
Yeah, on the internet.
You
can. And I'm just saying, no.
People do it.
He could get to you now, like, obviously in person, you're looking at your father, your parents face to face. You can actually,
On
yeah,
the
there's
phone.
power in your hands. You can type, Dad, I don't give a flip about you. What's your problem?
Easy.
Yeah, you can.
It happens.
It happens to some people can't do it actually.
some people.
Yeah, some people.
Why are you being judgmental?
Not everybody has.
Okay, so do you have a downside? Do you have an upside experience about?
Yeah, I have a lot of experience with social media. I
Is it
feel
good
like what?
Is it a good story?
What story?
I mean, is it a good story? Is it a good experience?
Allow me talk. It's my talk.
Okay, fine. The stage is yours, Your Highness.
Thank you. Okay, so back to my experience. So this social media thing, I remember the time whereby I literally would go through this Instagram pages, their feed, and I see one sexy girl, I'm like, what the? Why can't I just be like this? You get it? Social media affects mentally. It causes depression. And when you see, just imagine that I'm seeing one curvy, sexy lady, and I'm like, why am I like this?
Don't you see them normally on the street? Like, you see those people, you see...
Please, at least all those ones that you shall see people. That Instagram.
Oh, it's
no
addicted.
people, it's addicted.
Okay, so there's an illusion of
Addicted.
perfection that social media
Exactly.
presents.
And it really drains people mentally, emotionally, drains them. I know of a lot of people who feel like they are not good enough. They are not worth it. I'm an experienced human being. There was a time I felt I wasn't good enough for the way I am. I felt like I wasn't perfect. You get able to the point that when the guy tells me hello, I was like,
Has that changed?
what did you see? Yeah, that's changed. It has to change. No, it has to change. After meeting one of them, real life. No, it has to change, please.
Okay. Nice. So what do you think? Did you agree with her that there's the pressure, that happens to people just by seeing certain persons on social media and wanting to be like them?
I guess there is the pressure. There is. I mean, everybody wants to be. Okay, not everybody, but like most people are of our generation.
Why not everybody?
It can't be everybody.
It can be everyone.
I don't think I know that
It can be
picture
everyone.
personally.
Yeah, most people of this generation want to be famous. They want to be known. That's why you mostly see people going to TikTok, you starting YouTube channels, so on. There is this pressure to be the best or the best looking in what you're doing on social media. So yeah, I guess there's the pressure.
No, recently I feel like I thought about this one time. There was a period one celebrity in Nigeria gave birth. I would mention her name, and no. And so something happened. I saw people get really emotional about it. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, we all congratulate and celebrate her, right? But I would literally see people who I'm sure will not congratulate their aunties that same way. But because people want to be affiliated and connected to people that are up there. So many persons, these persons who are celebrities, they portray a certain kind of lifestyle that everybody wants. So people are more emotionally connected to people who they don't even know. But they just like the lifestyle, they see their lifestyle and they love it. Right. Recently, I saw this morning how that young persons, people are donating money for Kylie Jenner to be the first youngest billionaire.
People are
donating money to her, and these are people that might never meet her ever in their lives. So it's startling. So the question is, what exactly has happened? These are people who might never give their family relatives a dime.
Yeah, sure.
But they're donating to somebody that they probably don't know. Definitely don't know.
They probably as their idol.
Idol.
Yeah.
So how does that happen? For instance, BBN, it happens.
Yes, now when they're voting.
Yeah, sure, yeah,
when
when
they're
you vote, yeah.
What is not my problem? My problem is that when they come out from the house, you see somebody say they donated 50 million naira for this stand. How does that happen?
It literally happens.
How?
They have money. They have the ego.
They have money.
No, that's not my problem. My problem is that. Okay, that's not my problem, really. Okay, so there's a pressure, right?
Yeah.
The pressure. So you personally, you said you've been pressured before.
Yeah,
Talk about two already. So you said illusion of perfection and pressure.
Yeah, the illusion of perfection. So actually, on social media is a place where persons feel like that's the best platform to present perfection.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder how people, because of social media, would just literally, for no reason, you're not celebrating anything, you're not doing anything, you just go into a studio, just have to snap hundreds of pictures.
No.
Just to.
It's understandable.
It's understandable.
Yeah, it's understandable. No, the truth is, I don't have an issue with people taking pictures.
I don't have an issue with people taking pictures, going to the studio to do photo shoots.
No
I think we're not diversing into
the topic.
Yes, social media, because we've only been looking at what people are putting on for other people to see.
Yeah.
We're not actually talking about what, like the other apps like WhatsApp, how people actually communicate on social media.
Yeah.
We've not actually diverse.
Okay, so diversing on it, bring it to you to diverse on it.
You take the floor.
But really, I feel like social media is a beautiful thing, right? I mean, certain innovators like Mark Zuckerberg and the rest. These guys have made life easy for us.
Yes.
I mean, you can literally run your business on social media.
Yes, you can.
Make money on social media and never have a need to meet
what's it
people.
called? Netflix.
Netflix is social media.
Bolt.
Yeah, true.
Bolt, Uber.
Yeah.
They're all running online social.
And something else you get to see is that I've noticed
Yeah.
is that majority of the people who are the brain behind social media don't use social media that much.
Exactly.
Some of them won't even allow your kids to use
social media that much. So the question is, what exactly is the purpose? Why social media? Why was it created? Why was it created? Let's exhaust all the possible reasons why Mark Zuckerberg is thinking, okay, let's create Facebook. Now there's a metaverse.
Yeah, there's a metaverse, yes.
And people can have their avatars on the metaverse.
Yes.
So you find out that this thing is literally going deep.
From physical to virtual.
Physical to virtual, you know. So, and totally virtual, because now I'm going to be acting. I have my clone on the metaverse.
I don't know if you guys have watched this thing, Ready Player One.
Yes, I have.
I feel like that's the idea.
You should watch that.
You should watch that. It's crazy.
It's crazy, really.
You should. I feel like that's the idea of where we're like moving forward to.
So the advantages. I mean, sorry, talking about it in totality.
Yeah.
Why was social media created? What do you think?
Well, basically the first thing, to make communication way better than it was. Everybody needs to communicate anymore. Comfortable and more reliable.
That's an
platform.
advantage.
Yes, that's an advantage.
Yeah.
Another advantage to social media, opportunities, like you said in the beginning. It creates more job opportunities.
Yeah.
People who are working online.
Yeah.
You can get jobs from Instagram. You can be a role model on Instagram.
Yeah.
People are literally giving out. People even give out free money.
True.
You can be like the first 10 people. First 10 people to yell what's it called? Brekete.
Oh yeah.
Mostly Nigerians.
Have you ever gotten what's it called? Giveaway. Have you ever won giveaway?
And I also feel like one advantage of social media again is the news.
Yeah.
Like it goes a long way because not everybody, someone like me, I don't have time to start sitting and like facing my TV, going to CNN to watch. Who does that? I don't have that time. My cartoon is all I have. but sometimes going online or getting notifications about what's happening, what's going on.
Yeah.
So social media has always been.
So social media is a very valuable platform for information.
Valuable.
That's beautiful.
But for the disadvantage, I would say.
We're going to come to disadvantage. We're going to come to disadvantage. I want us to exhaust all the possible reasons of why these people thought about social media.
Okay.
So, because I don't feel like these people created the disadvantage. I feel like they gave us something.
Yes.
Right? And probably.
Like we said, a gift.
It's a gift, right?
Yes.
It's probably that we misused it. It's a gift. I met you on social media. It's a gift. You know, okay, I mean, I studied international studies and diplomacy, and there's something called globalization. Globalization is a phenomenon where we see how that the world is getting smaller. And smaller in the sense that we can actually break the barriers and the boundaries of communication. I mean, you can hear that the world is like a global village, right? So I can have business with somebody in Spain. The people who, for instance, work remotely. Our tech bros and techs, you know, they work remotely in the sense that from the comfort of their house, they have jobs in foreign countries.
Yeah.
So the method of correspondence definitely is social media. They have different outlets like that, Slack, and all of that, you know. So I feel like that intention of breaking the barriers is going to, it's a very, very valid reason why social media was created. To see how that, I mean, I don't need a visa to speak to somebody in the US.
Yes,
I can speak to somebody, I can talk to the person, I can feel what the person has to say.
Yes,
you know.
you can.
So
you may not even necessarily need to speak the language. For those you can, they are translators.
There's translators. Yeah. So I feel like the immense beauty of social media is a lot. There's a lot of beauty, there's a lot of advantages of social media. This guy had good in mind while creating social media. So if there's any pressure, if there's any disadvantage, however, I don't know, but I wouldn't blame it on the inventors because I feel like they did us good. Do you understand? You know, So as it has to do with the disadvantage, though, what possible disadvantage? You said something about pressure.
You've been pondering
Why
on
do
the
you have
disadvantage.
to literally point at me?
You've been thinking about it.
It's hard on the.
Yes, because it's
Tell us about it now.
Yeah, tell us about it now. So you say, yeah.
In quotes, we're like friends. And I send you a message and you leave me unread. Why?
Okay, so
it's really, really hurting.
that's the part that's paying you.
That part really hurts me so much. Why? Because sometimes I might not really have the time to talk to you physically. I might not have the time to call you. I might not have the time to check up on you. The little time I have, because I'm not a social media freak, trust me. I'm someone who can actually be on WhatsApp for the next 24 hours.
I don't feel like that's the social media
Problem.
That's not a social media. That's your friend's problem.
It's actually a social media problem because a lot of people go through this. Okay, now I was reading something and someone said something on the show that she has this issue of communicating with someone. She has to communicate with someone physically because she stutters a lot, and so it's really, really hard for her. Do you get it? Now she coming online, able to type, talk to you, and all of a sudden it just feels like she doesn't want your presence.
Okay, I feel like that whole scenario.
It's still we're aiming at
We're talking about social media.
Social media, the disadvantage of social media. Everything in this world, there are always going to be advantages and disadvantages.
Sure.
Human beings are always going to corrupt it one way or the other, whether it's good or whether it's bad.
Yeah.
Social media, what you're seeing right now, is the problem from your friend, the person, not social media on its own.
Different interpretations, emotions going on. I mean, that's something.
why is it emotion?
Yeah, that means emotional for you to feel bad when somebody doesn't respond to you. Because for general, and as a general thing, I feel like many of us have been open to opportunities. And I also think many of us make use of social media for different purposes. You know, for me, it's a beautiful way to relate with people, to keep relationships. Because, like you said, I wouldn't have the time and leisure of opportunity to call you all the time. So one of the things I do sometimes, I check up on my friends, right? Also, you know, social media is also a platform where people make use. Is there a problem? Okay. Social media is also a platform where persons actually make known their presence. So people who actually start off as influencers is because they feel like they can affect the world positively. They feel like they have something to see, there's something beautiful about themselves that they can put out. And so, again, that is where you find the whole thing of pressure coming in. Somebody decides to put out herself. Somebody decides to be very vocal and very loud on social media, and then somebody in the comfort of her house in Djibouti is feeling pressured and tensioned. It's not my fault, technically. Do you understand? It's not the person's fault, technically. So I feel like people have different use of social media, but on the downside, I feel like one general thing is the fact that yes, social media brings us together. It breaks the barrier and all of that. However, it allows for some kind of export and import of values, culture, ideologies.
On that note, I feel like the basis foundation of social media is communication. A medium to socially communicate with one another, whether it's opportunities, whether it's gifts. It's communication from one
and many things fly in the process of
everything.
Both good and bad.
Both good, bad. But the major thing is that you're communicating with this person or with this organization or whatever it's just communication.
You know, there are people today who their life is memes.
What?
Yeah, their life is memes. Yes,
memes.
Like they can screenshot 100 pictures of memes and keep on.
And you know those memes are the thought patterns of persons. Right?
Yes, they
people
are.
put down those memes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it sounds funny. There was a time you can count how many times certain things have trended in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a point where we were having silhouette challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the thing. There was a point where we were having silhouette challenge, and then there was the boss seat challenge. Oh, you didn't see the silhouette challenge?
Huh?
Oh, you don't say that.
He's a pastor student.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, what happened?
It happened.
And even pastors' children were vulnerable and they could see it.
These ones are different.
Which ones?
Again, please.
Yeah, so I'm the bad guy. Okay, but really, investigating on the surface, there are mad people on social media, there are mad people in this world.
Exactly.
And they have the opportunity of influencing us and our children.
Yes. The generation of today and the generation to come,
And
we have a long way to go.
Yeah, our children have stand the chance of being influenced greatly, negatively also by social media.
Very easily. Very easily.
Guess what? At some point, we knew that there are just two genders, male and female.
Yes.
You can search it when you get home. There are currently about 72 genders in the world.
72?
Yeah, 72 genders.
How
You can search it when you're back home.
How come now?
Are you asking me? Are you asking me? You know, there are currently about 13 that is like the standard. The Q, the L, the G, all of that. You know, so you wonder where we are going to, and they are loud about these things. Currently, I saw a group chat on Facebook where Yahoo Boys were posting updates. So there's a group chat. So you can feel that there's a lot of craziness going on right there, out there. There's a lot of craziness going on.
And one thing that I will have to say is we should always be careful. Like you said, our children attend to influence so easily, like you said. So I think we should literally watch them very well. Yeah, watch them very well.
You're talking like that, child. Here's something I don't tell you. He has quite a number of children actually.
Mother body children.
It's alright.
But anyways, because a lot of things, social media has really spread a lot of things. Just like nobody created like Twitter, for instance. You know, Twitter, you can easily post a porn or whatever on Twitter and just let it go for free like that. So
Why do you know?
Yeah, it's part of the disadvantage.
No, I'm asking.
She's asking how you got to know about that.
It's like hello.
It's a serious case.
Hello,
Zoom in on how. Take a closer look.
Okay, fine. How did I know? I know on Twitter.
You what?
On Twitter.
Your Twitter. So okay, does it just like pop up on your feed?
How did it pop up on my
So
feed?
how did you get to know about that?
Friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
friends also met on social media. Influencing via social media.
No, please. That's wrong. I'm a pastor child.
Wait, so
What
you
is
did
this
you
about being
search?
a pastor's child? 3 minutes more, please. Let's wrap up this thing fast. Okay.
Okay, fine. But like, okay, so you guys, hold on. I need you to joke with me, but I won't let you do that. I'm being serious right now.
Okay.
So a lot of things like that happened, and it's been spread all over. The reason Twitter was created was not for that purpose. Notes everywhere.
But technically, they allow it. I mean, TikTok and some other social media platforms have restrictions to that.
Exactly.
So,
But
No, he's saying he's disagree with you. Like if Twitter didn't want those things, they could have
okay,
taken
now
it.
fine. Facebook doesn't want it. Let's say for
you don't find such things on Facebook.
Exactly, Facebook doesn't want it. But there are ways that someone can actually send it to you on Facebook.
Oh, that's
You cannot run away from it. You can't run away from it.
You can't just don't look it up.
Okay, but I feel like
You can't just create a new IG account and then the first thing you're seeing is pornography.
No.
Well, I feel like I know what she's saying. The truth is already a medium is created, but then at the end of the day, point blank, whether there was a medium or there was no medium, technically people will still do what they want to do.
Are you against me or with me?
I don't know if you go it out.
Our children.
No, I feel like my children will be quite safe.
No, don't say my. Our. You have been using our since.
Okay, about to wrap it up now, right? Okay, so guys, we've had quite an amazing time talking about the ups and downs of social media. Many persons here, have been affected negatively. Some persons have been heartbroken virtually.
Maybe I've been hurting.
Some persons have some persons have been pressured. Some persons have tension.
They've been left on red countless times and it's hurting.
But I
keep them in your prayers too.
But I feel like at this time, if there's anything I'd like to say, we would like to say, I want to speak on our behalf. Right? Is that you stay true to yourself. Don't let anybody pressure you.
Exactly.
Hold on to your values, right? You know why. I mean, the people who are making millions of dollars on social media, and then if the only thing you are doing on social media is having your heart broken and killing yourself, then I feel like you should have a review. So thank you so much, guys.
You can insult me directly.
If you want, let me do it for you. Let me do. Have a review.
Alright, so till we meet again, you're watching TBC. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell your friends, and their friends, and the family members, and the enemies to subscribe. Got you.
TBC.
Bye bye.
This girl.